Welcome, one and all, to episode number 104 for the fan. I am Will, and we got Colton, Jake, and Dom all here. Gentlemen, how is it going?
I finally got my voice back a little bit sometime through Tuesday.
Yeah, dude, I'm still gathering my voice a little bit as well. My voice yesterday was absolutely shot. If I wasn't whispering, I sounded like I was hitting puberty. So, with a combination of having some fun this weekend and then also Giants game, my voice was done yesterday and today. Like I said, we're getting there. It's getting a little bit better. You might be able to hear it once or twice during the show, but yeah.
What's up, boys? Great seeing you guys Monday. It was a nice little surprise.
It was.
My favorite part was we go into Dom's trunk and we grab a beer, and I turn around, and I just see you and your fiance walking. I'm like,
I didn't know. I just had my head down, walking, and she goes, "Hey!" I'm like, "What?" She goes, I'm like, "Oh!"
I'm like, what are the odds we just are in the same parking aisle? Like that's hysterical.
Yes, absolutely. Got a picture
All
of the
right,
boys. Great time.
Oh yeah, it was a fantastic time.
It was a great time, honestly. We had a great time.
We're not going to talk about it right now. We can
we can save that
in like
we can save that.
37 seconds. We got
Okay.
this.
Oh, we got that. That's fine.
Yes. But ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in, and you are listening and or watching to For the Fan.
You are listening to For the Fan.
And here we are, episode number 104. We're going to start it off nice, bright, and early with this. The gang attends the Seahawks and Giants game. What a game. What an experience. What's everyone's takes from that game?
You and
I couldn't be
Jake
happier.
screwed my fantasy week. That's all I know.
Same.
That's my review of the game. I had Geno Smith, and you guys cursed them by wearing jerseys of him and Jamal Adams. Ironically, both get hurt.
Hitman Jamal Adams. No.
They both got hurt in the game.
So
What are you talking about?
This is definitely your. That's kind of my review. It was nice going with my fiance. Nice bumping into the boys, and you guys screwed me betting wise this week and fantasy wise. I would have lost by 3 points, and I had Geno Smith. And if he played that drive before the end of the first half, I win. Instead, you guys curse me and I lose. So my review, Gracie and the boys, fiance, great time. You guys suck.
And we all enjoyed a nice bush peach. Let's not forget that.
Bush peach.
We did all together. We had them currently like in our parking spot, and then Colton walks up holding one already. Same exact thing. Bush peach doesn't sponsor the episode, but it might as well. And we all put them in, and we all had a nice pregame, a couple beers pregame. But I think collectively, I know me and Jake drank at least 2 gallons of beer that night. Figure that out. That's insane. I know Will was in there.
I
Beer
enjoyed my
is so much
$17 Stella Artois.
Yeah, that was nuts. And otherwise, dude, we sat like
We had a great collection of Seahawks fans by us.
surrounded by Seahawks fans. Having a great time, by the way.
There
Great
were
time.
just a ton in that game in general.
Yeah. But we were in like a really good spot for Seahawks fans too, because it was we were on Seahawks side. We were not by like the Giants tunnel or anything. We were on the opposite side. And it was it was awesome. It was a great game though, as well. It was a great game. Beautiful night, like the perfect just night game temperature, man. It was so good. And there we are. Look at that. Boom. Colton looked taller than all of us combined in that picture. That's beautiful. Jake was just amazed at how tall Colton was.
You sure are.
You both were impressed. You're like, oh my God, why is he so tall?
Well, I've seen Colton before. I know Colton's tall as hell. And look at the collection of jerseys. And then me not, because I
A
would,
Tom Brady Michigan jersey. That's still like boggled my mind.
that was a move.
I'm not wearing Steelers stuff at an opposing game. Not doing.
There
it.
was a Steelers fan there.
I did. I saw
him in the parking lot.
I saw a Palmolive jersey like diagonal from us. I'm like, oh my gosh, God bless that man. I'm like, yeah, here we go. But you're not.
Colton, at like half the game, I just had my Eagles Super Bowl shirt just out and open.
I'd have a shirt on. I'm not wearing a jersey though. Like, dude, I clearly am at the wrong game. Like, yeah, I'm not gonna wear a jersey. I'll wear a shirt. Shirt, but you know.
Yeah, that doesn't help. Thanks. That's so true. I mean, it is very true. Actually, I feel like, Allison, it doesn't make me look shorter. I feel it makes Will and Jake look closer to me than Colton. So,
Like,
if anything, I feel like it might even make just all of us look short and then Colton.
Will and I are nearly 6 foot.
Yeah. Colton, how tall are you?
I am 6'2.5".
I feel like you don't look. I feel like you look, in that picture, you look 6'7". I feel like.
Well, 6'3", 6'2.5". That's where we're at.
It's fair.
We do got 2 videos from the game. We got Daniel Jones' second interception. I caught
Throw
up.
that up, Will.
And you can also see Evan Neal's horrible blocking because that's
so
what
bad.
he is.
So
I'm
bad.
going to move over here so I can see everyone's reaction with it.
You can just hear me yelling explicit things in the background.
No, I didn't hear that. I only heard Jake saying 40 million.
Yeah, no, I heard that.
And then he's slowly getting louder. And I'm just like, oh, let me just blurt this out even louder.
I just turned to everybody. I was like asking them, like, 40 million?
Yeah.
40 million? 40 million?
I was starting Seahawks chants. I was having the time of my life. That was fun.
Oh yeah, we were doing Seahawks chants. It was a lot of fun.
You guys are just memers over there.
We were having a great time. We were with
me to sit down, and I should have turned around and just said, "Tell me when your quarterbacks are going to throw more than 150 yards in a game."
Oh God.
We were. Hey,
Hold on
for that night. We were a little bit honorary Seahawks fans. I feel like we were
especially with the people in front of us. We were like, "Okay, yeah, hey, you guys are cool."
Yeah.
And then we introduced our friend Jason there, who on average at Giants games score 1.5 points per game he attends.
First points ever seen going to a Giants game.
Yeah. Yeah, that was not pretty.
It reminds me of when I first started watching the Flyers, and they didn't score a goal at home for 8 games I went to.
Yeah, because it's your fault. You brought your Jets nonsense to us.
Yeah, it was a great game though. We had such a fun time.
Yes, I uploaded your Dom's intensive journalism interview.
Oh, my journalistic here's some hard-hitting journalism, guys. If you're gonna show this, Will, go for it.
Yes. Here, it's gonna be loud too, so just fully be aware. Headphone warning.
It might be.
How do you feel about the Seahawks the rest of the season? Where are we at?
Oh, we still contenders, bro. I don't give a fuck about the 49ers. They can go ahead and take the division. We're going to run through the playoffs.
Yeah, is that what you're looking at, Super Bowl?
I don't know that we're going to the Super Bowl, but I think we go pretty deep into the playoffs.
I like that. All right, cool.
That was so great. That guy was awesome, by the way. All game, such a cool dude. All game. He was right in front of us, and he was having a great time. Yeah, we had a great time, like I said. I needed to get an answer from a Seahawks fan, though, about something, Why not? But yeah, it was a great time.
I was definitely the one of Jets Geno jersey in that stadium. Probably the only person that still has a Geno Smith Jets jersey.
You're probably the only person who ever had one.
I love that.
It's not even real, so it's even better. That is just
Nice.
there.
That's so great. I love that so much.
But let's talk about some more important news here. Let's share the screen right here. We got our first extensive trade, maybe if you want to say. But yes, J.C. Jackson returns home to the Patriots, swapping of mid-round selections in 2025. Not swapping a first. Let me just make sure I don't say that again. They swap, I believe, 4th and 5th round picks in 2025. The Chargers eat $12 million for the rest of the year. So the Patriots pay on $1 million. Next year, the Chargers have $18.4 million in dead cap after trading him away. So yeah, the Patriot way.
Yeah. So how many times are they gonna get away with this? How many times?
Every time.
I
Is
absolutely
Chandler
love
Jones
it.
going back now too?
Hey, great. Well, geez. But J.C. Jackson, man, I'm all about this 100%. We let him get paid, then brought him back for a minimal amount of value, and we very much need it at the moment. Where injuries deep, corners deep in injuries right now. Real sad with Gonzalez to be out. That's so disappointing.
Was it you that picked him for rookie?
That was
I
brutal.
picked him
Because mine had the pick 6.
No, that's true in that
in
game.
front of us. Yeah.
But yeah, I was really happy to see that. I could only assume that he will be better than he ever was for the Chargers, for us. So, because they just always goes that way. You guys have seen it plenty of times where someone goes from the Patriots somewhere just for a little bit and then comes back to the Patriots and performs again. Kyle Van Noy, Jamie Collins, Patrick Chung. It just, the list does not end. So
Didn't Mayo leave and come back too? Like
think
a
No, I
year?
think Mayo was just a
think so.
guy that was there.
Mayo was
I know he didn't have a very long career, but he was there.
he was awesome when he
There's
did.
another guy too.
There's a
I
ton.
was thinking of Donta Hightower. But
Yeah, it was a linebacker that went to Miami and came back.
Brandon Spikes.
Nah.
Well, Kyle Van Noy.
Well,
did that.
besides Van Noy, before when we were in high school.
I don't think Brandon Spikes. He was sick though, but I don't think he. But yeah, no. I expect good
get to me by
things
the
from
end of the
J.C.
episode.
Jackson. So
Yeah, so fills the void in for Christian Gonzalez. He is now out for the rest of the year with a shoulder injury. And the Patriots also take another big hit with Matthew Judon expected to miss at least 2
Suck.
months, but
suck.
he might not come back for the rest of the year, depending on how the Patriots are come December and all that stuff. Still one of the best NBC Sunday Night Football intros of all time. Matthew Judon, body built by Taco Bell.
That's right.
Never be better.
I forgot about that. Very true.
But yeah, that's all the news I really got this week. So, Dom, you want to take over the host chair? And
Yeah, I'm importing it in right now. It might just show up. Oh, is it going to show up? I don't know. It's processing. Give me a second, guys. But, the usual. Oh, no, it didn't. Okay, hot seat meter. I updated it this week.
15 minutes
Brandon
ago.
Staley is now 2-2. Okay. That also combines with him making that weird decision to have Asante Samuel Jr. or senior or junior, yes, take a knee or go down for whatever reason with however much time left. That was just weird.
Yeah, then they needed like a deep throw on 3rd and 10 and backed up their own goal line to win the game. Otherwise, you blow another one.
Yeah, I don't know. But let's add this in here, guys.
The failed QB sneak.
So it's really staying around the same spot. Jake wanted it to go up. Me and Will were kind of like, I don't know how you feel about it, Colton, but it's really staying around the same way.
It's got to be around the same.
Yeah.
He hasn't earned any cooldown on this meter.
No, he hasn't. He's also 2-2, so that kind of levels it out a little bit, But we'll see going forward. Will, who are they against this?
They're on the bye week, so they might lose. I mean, I don't know, but the only thing I have to say though, if Khalil Mack didn't have 6 sacks, I don't think the Chargers would have won this game.
Well, at least their defense actually does something. He's the defensive coach.
Yeah,
their defense has been worse in the league this year.
Khalil had 0 sacks going into the game. Now he's leading after just the monstrous game.
He took over the game. I mean, he did take over the game. Obviously, he was insane. 2 strip sacks, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
nuts.
I think one count as a strip, one count as a strip sack.
Yeah, but he's just that looked like when he was on the Bears that year he got traded. He was unstoppable, and that was the year he won MVP or not MVP, defensive player, right? Khalil Mack.
Yeah, back with the Bears.
Yeah, I think with the Bears first year he was there.
Yeah,
but that's what it looked like for that game.
He was there.
You'll love to see it. Good for him. It's a tough team still, so we'll see going forward. They don't have a chance to blow this week. So.
They're still gonna blow it. I mean, it's the bye week.
They already lost a player to minimal value, so you got that going for you. All right. Well, what's next?
What is next? That is a great question. Yeah, debate time because I wanted to do power rankings, but I completely forgot this week is just all over the board. So next week we will do power rankings and we'll have a great time after the first 5 weeks and we'll see where Dom puts the Chargers, which will probably be around 29-30 depending on what's going to go on there. But yes, this week in debate form, I ripped off this first question because I couldn't really think of something to lead this question off on. So we all know the 49ers acquired Christian McCaffrey for a second, third, fourth last year, and he's honestly had blow up this offense even in more ways than one. Almost 2,200 total yards of regular season play, almost 17 games in with his tenure with the 49ers. A boatload of touchdowns. He scored in every single game he's played in, including the playoffs, which is an amazing feat. My question for you, because he's been off to such a hot start, could Christian McCaffrey win MVP this season?
No.
Nope.
Simple answer is no. The answer we would want it to be, I'm sure some of us would say yes, but we all know who that award goes to.
It's a quarterback award.
It's a quarterback award, and that's all it is.
I mean, if Adrian Peterson didn't get MVP.
Yeah, it's kind of true. It's unfortunate. It is unfortunate, but could he win Offensive Player of the Year?
Oh yeah, without a doubt, he could win Offensive Player of the Year.
He's probably the lead candidate for it right now.
Yeah, so. Has to be. I would say there's not really. Is there? Well, maybe Tua, right? Would be the consensus above everyone right now, leader for MVP.
MVP? No, yeah. I think him and Josh Allen right now.
Yeah, I think right now Josh Allen is Vegas's odds-on favorite.
Okay. Yep.
Last time I saw this, they were co-MVPs right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's really running away right now.
I think he was up by 150.
Yeah.
Most recently.
Fair.
Christian McCaffrey on the year has 80 rushes, 459 yards, 6 touchdowns. He also has 18 receptions for 141 yards and 1 score.
I mean, for 4 weeks, man, it's awesome. Absolutely awesome.
He's amazing. Like I said, it's sadly an MVP, a quarterback award. So he's got no shot at it.
Yeah.
We have a lot of players returning from IR, including the likes of Jonathan Taylor, Cooper Kupp, and a lot more that, I could mention, but, that's just going to keep an ongoing sentence go longer than I really wanted to talk. So my question for you is, which player are you most excited about returning from IR this season?
I'm going to take low-hanging fruit. It's very easy. Their offense looks good without him, and that would be the Los Angeles Rams. So Puka Nacua has taken over Fantasy World. Kyron Williams has also taken over Fantasy World as 2 of the biggest pickups in fantasy this season. And they're adding an all-pro talent in Cooper Kupp to that offense. Yeah. LA Rams, Cooper Kupp. I'm very excited to see him back, as much as I do not have him in any leagues. But Cooper Kupp has to be the pick here.
See, I am so happy you took Kupp so that I didn't double up with Jonathan Taylor. Because with what Anthony Richardson is doing, athletically, you finally get to see that offense with Shane Steichen clicking at all cylinders. That when he eventually comes back, I think it's just going to be sick.
Problem is, does he come back and play?
I kind of think he does.
I think he has to. Otherwise, he doesn't get paid.
So his 21-day window started this week. So if they don't activate him, he's not activated off of IR, they just have that practice window open. If he doesn't get activated off that practice window, he's shut down for the year. He will not play.
Did he practice today?
He practiced fully. He was a full participant.
Okay. That's substantial, I think, though. Well, I want to hear what yours is first because I have an idea.
You are mine is so out of left field. It starts with the Carolina Panthers. Their offensive line's been absolute dog water, and they finally get Austin Cober, their best offensive lineman, to return, and hopefully will protect Bryce Young more times than, I don't know, just a lot better than what they've been protecting him with, and maybe we'll see those flashes of Alabama Young and just all that stuff. So, hey, I want to see, the Panthers succeed with, now a viable offensive line for the first time this season.
I really like that answer. Well, I did not expect that to be your answer. I thought I knew your answer because I know there's someone here that you're really excited about that could be coming off of IR technically as well. I'm going to go with Jameson Williams. I know he was suspended. He also was hurt. So I'm going to take him as a player that I'm really excited. We didn't see much of him last year, really. And this year we have yet to. And I think with that offense kind of pumping a little bit, Josh Reynolds hasn't been bad at all. St. Brown's been fantastic, as expected. I really hope that Jameson Williams, can show us really what he could do. I hope he can fit in on that offense. I hope they can fit him in on that offense. And I really want to see what he's actually capable of because we haven't seen that. And we haven't seen what the Lions are capable of doing with him. So I really hope that works out for him, for the Lions. And, I don't think there's anyone that's just hating what the Lions are doing because why? What do you have there to hate? Because
see, if you don't like the Lions this year, you
bro.
are a hater.
Come on, bro. Seriously. Yeah. You got to be at least a little bit appreciative that they're having some success, So I do want to see that.
If you hate on them, Dan Campbell might murder you.
Also true.
No, he won't murder you. He'll bite your kneecaps off.
Yeah.
You'll still live, but you won't have a kneecap.
That's right.
I already don't have one knee, so.
That's right.
Wow, both of you make up just a normal human 2 legs.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, that's a fact. There are 2 normal legs in the studio at the moment, so.
So what I hate about a 17-week season is there's no such thing as a quarter way through the season because 17 can't be divided 4 times.
Well,
but in this case,
team it still is 16.
So, but for this question, I have to ask, which team or player has impressed you the most through the first 4 weeks?
I'm going to go with CJ Stroud, the second quarterback taken in the draft. I think he's been absolutely amazing. Lit up my team this weekend, and doesn't matter, not just this weekend. He's been absolutely amazing. He's looked not like a rookie. Tank Dell, Nico Collins, they've looked fantastic there. So shout out CJ Stroud as much as go blue, buddy. But couldn't beat Michigan, my man. I'll keep that in there. I'll have my own little win since you beat me this week.
You know what? Mine might be a little out of unexpected, but I really thought that, especially with the injury, that Brock Purdy would be a bit of one of those 1-year wonder things. That he was not going to come back and just fire right away, and dude has been lights out.
Yeah, they made the right choice committing to him. Jimmy G bye, just like.
Well, besides that, I really did not think that he would be remotely on schedule, healthy, clicking on all cylinders right off the start of the year. I thought they would bobble the first 4 weeks.
Yeah, I agree. And like Colton said, CJ Stroud's been lights out. I mean, he has yet to throw an interception. Am I correct in saying that?
Yep, CJ Stroud has not thrown an interception. He joins the likes of Brady, Mahomes, Manning as quarterbacks.
Can we appreciate that, how well they're doing with a terrible offensive line, or at least
now they're getting healthier because their right tackle's coming back now. He's coming off of IR.
Just handling the Steelers' awesome defensive front.
And he's making some receivers that no one was really giving any credit to kind of do a little stuff here. Nico Collins hasn't been bad. Colton said Tank Dell's been unreal for for being a rookie. I mean, that's awesome. So, yeah, they've done so much there, and I got to go Tampa Bay, man. Not what I expected. We've said it since the beginning of the season, and we said it before the season, that we counted them out without a doubt. Didn't even care. It was our shortest preview segment because we're like, well, we know how this goes. They're done, and they're not done. Baker has yet to throw a pick, I think, right? So
no, I think he threw a pick.
Oh, did he? Well, he's still doing good.
Yeah, I think he's involved against the Eagles.
Yeah.
Fair. Either way, Baker's not playing bad at all. I think we can all say we're impressed with Baker this year. And we're overall impressed with the team. None of us expected that. They're 3-1. I think they're the top of that division right now. I believe. So,
based on the Geno Smith rules, is Baker Mayfield right now a finalist for comeback player?
I think he has the conversation.
So I think it's like Tua.
I would put
those
Tua
rules
ahead.
Tua's going to be probably the guy, but I'm just saying.
Well, it's going to be DeMar.
DeMar finally played a game, and he's probably going to play a lot more games considering now their secondary's falling apart again.
Again.
It's going to be DeMar, but
yeah, I think it has to be unless they do Co because they've done Co before, which wouldn't be bad. I would not be opposed.
I think it's be the year to do it.
This would be the year to do it.
No, they're not going to do it.
No. Either way, like Colton said,
they didn't do it the year Ben came back after his torn up elbow.
Because he didn't do well.
Huh?
Because he wasn't good.
Yeah, he led the league in passing yards.
Yeah, with a bunch of 5-yard checkdowns that Deontay Johnson just made him.
He had a good season. It was because Alex Smith came back. That's why he didn't get it.
That's true.
Gruesome leg injury came back. So you think a Co for this year?
Didn't they do Co though?
They did do Co that year.
They did do Co that year.
They didn't do Co that year.
No, in 2020, yeah, Big Ben and Alex Smith split the award. That was a 1-on-1 thing.
You sure about that?
Here, let me look it up. Let me look it up really quick.
This might be a check the tape moment.
This is interesting.
I'm either going to look like a real idiot or something here. I remember watching it live. I'm like, dude, this is unbelievable.
That's so funny if they did, dude.
There's no way. They definitely didn't do it.
No, they didn't do it that year.
I thought they did it a year though. Didn't they have a year where they did it?
No, they've done co-MVPs before. Like they did, like Eddie George and Manning.
Where's my apology, you bastard?
Hey, that's Will. That's Will.
Well, no, they haven't. There hasn't been a comeback player of the year since Teddy Bruschi and Steve Smith Sr. in 2005.
If there was
what a pair, though.
No Co for that year because I think Ben had a really good season. And if they didn't have a Co that year, they're not having a Co this year. The guy that damn near died on the field.
Well, might not be damn near. I think he did for a second, but
yeah.
No, you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Well, my player that has impressed me through the first 4 weeks, Russell Wilson. He's starting to look a little bit more like himself, despite Denver just still being a dumpster fire. 9 touchdowns, 2 interceptions on the year, 67.4 completion percentage, 106.7 quarterback rating, little over 1,000 yards. I would have picked Baker Mayfield, but Dom said it, so I didn't want to pick twice. So I'll do that.
Fair enough.
All right, let's go opposite. Which team or player has not impressed you through the first 4 weeks of the season?
I'm skipping this. I'm going right to a coach, Matt Canada. Shove it.
Up yours.
Since you brought it up.
But no, outside of Matt Canada, if I'm going to go to team, it's got to be the Vikings. God almighty, the Vikings.
We knew their defense was going to be atrociously bad.
Yeah, I had them as a playoff team. I knew they weren't like
Same.
Kirk Cousins turn the ball over. Like still like, oh my gosh, the Vikings. Like I thought they had enough talent to at least make the wild card because the NFC's not that good. They're awful. Vikings for me. God almighty.
So since you brought up Matt Canada, I want to know your opinion. How much more would it take before this falls on Tomlin and
it is on Tomlin. I've been streaming from the Raptors. I looked up my tweet that I had years ago with the dilly to the freaking dungeon or the pit, wherever the hell that damn commercial was.
Pit of misery,
dilly, Mike Tomlin. See you there. Like I tweeted something like that. Like I've been on the hate for Tomlin for years now. I'm not gonna make it a whole Steelers episode. It falls on Tomlin. You're gonna sit here and die on the sword of this guy being god awful, running the same high school plays every week. You're going to fall on the sword. So I'm not saying Tomlin gets fired at the end of this year. I think if the Steelers continue to blow, but just get back to 500, which I see them doing, falls on Tomlin. And if it doesn't, then the Roonies are clearly we've changed directions in Steeler Nation. The franchise has changed roles on just being average. They're not looking to win titles and compete in AFC Championship games.
I mean, I'd argue they've been average since 2000.
Well, they have been. Their last playoff win was 2016, and I think that was the game they won by like damn field goals. Like, so it was an impressive win. So
I'd say they've been average since that Super Bowl appearance versus Packers.
They haven't been average. They've had a ton of talent. They've been just underperforming. You can't.
That's average.
I wouldn't say it's average. And you got Antonio Brown, should be a first ballot Hall of Famer, but he went cuckoo. Le'Veon Bell, if you say it in Pittsburgh, is going to turn into a Hall of Famer. That's not average, and haven't been. That's not average. They just underperformed under head coach Mike Tomlin. But not a Steelers episode. I gave him my piece.
Yeah, I just want to say, Colton, if I were you, I would have been so disappointed and upset how that ended.
There it is.
2018. Nice.
You're on it. See, I've been on it for a while now. In the Tomlin.
The best part about that pit of misery joke is the Eagles won the Super Bowl that year. So besides the fact that we've always been the pit of misery, I have a beer cup that says the championship is thine, Philly, Philly.
Yeah, that's cool. That's pretty cool.
That is pretty sweet.
All right, back to this topic. I am going to take the lowest of hanging fruits, and I'm going to say the Cincinnati Bengals and Joe Burrow. It has been just complete and utter disappointment week after week, and I know Joe. I know he's dealing with a little bit of injury, but I don't think it's enough to say, man, you should be better than this. It's not pretty. It's not pretty at all. I think fantasy owners are pretty freaking pissed. I think, of receivers and of
19 injured
Burrow.
freaking quarterbacks I got.
Yeah. And then, Jamar Chase is suffering because of it as well. And I know he's gone first round in a lot of drafts, pretty much all of them. So that sucks. But nonetheless, they should be doing better, man. I mean, we all know they should be doing better, and Joe Burrow knows it, and it needs to change soon or it is lost. And that's ugly. That is not what anyone expected.
He looked more mobile in practice today. I'll give him that. So this could be an interesting week here for the Bengals.
Good. I mean, hopefully they need a get right game. And I think we said it last week or the week before that, this might be the get right game.
The Rams.
Yeah, sure.
The Rams, the Titans.
He hasn't had a get right game. We need a get right game from Joe Burrow. It needs to happen very soon. So if we're coming out of week 6 and it's still just as ugly, man, it's over. Like, you can't come back from that.
They've been late starters.
Yeah,
but this is becoming a problem.
This is an issue. So
I got 2. The rushing leader last year, Josh Jacobs, 166 yards on the ground this year. I don't know what's going on there. They're splitting him with Zahir White.
Maybe
that offensive line is probably the worst in football.
And I gotta pick the Jets for this. Dalvin Cook, you're paying the man $8 million, and he can't run more than like 2 yards on a carry. Like whenever he sees the field. When I see him on the field, I said just get him off the field. I can't watch that stuff. That was terrible.
So I guess with keeping with the trend of picking your own team, the Eagles.
You're not impressed with the Eagles?
No. This is the most uninspiring 4-0 team I've ever seen.
Well, I guess that's fair.
Like, they don't look good. They're getting carved up by Sam Howell, not barely sacking Sam Howell.
Yeah, but that kind of tells you about coaching in that game, to be honest. But
that was a good game, though. Like, for someone that's not someone's not a fan, like from the outside, like watching it, it's like it was a good game because you like those really close games and just
that should be a close game though. If you're the Eagles, who your dream right this season, your benchmark is Super Bowl. You do not get into a single a game versus the Commanders.
Good team, you're winning games. So again, not everyone's gonna be blowout.
He's been hit and sacked more than anybody else in the league, and we barely breathe on him.
I mean, you could say the same thing about the Steelers game. That's my point. You won the game, though. As ugly as it was, a win's a win. You're only going to get better from it.
How many times can you say that, though? Because that's like after each game so far this year, it's been that. That was ugly. A win's a win.
That was the team that beat you last year. You're undefeated, and that was the team that's, stumped that one up for you. So the fact that you got them in an ugly game, you take it. I'm shocked. See, I'm shocked you went there.
You got James Bradbury playing nickel, and it's not going well. So hopefully Bradley Roby, who they signed this week, fixes that. Maddox is like, he's the only guy who can play inside, apparently.
I got to end this on a lighthearted question because, well, we were all at the game on Monday and obviously all had a nice, delicious beverage, and I won a really good TikTok. What tastes better, a regular priced beer or a stadium priced beer?
Only if they're 24s.
No, regular priced. I am way too cheap to be. The people in front of us at the game, I think they had at least. They each individually, I think, had like 4 or 5. I'm like, I wish I had money like that, boy. Holy God! Like, what are we doing? Yeah, definitely regular price for me, man.
Well, is this the part where we flame MetLife? Is this when we do this?
Yeah, I was pissed. I was kind of pissed, bro.
We live
On stadium
on the
beers.
stadium, the 24 tall boy stadium beers. No matter where we go, Phillies games, Eagles games, they're always the 24s. MetLife, little ones, little beers.
16s, bro. I was very shocked to see that. I love a good stadium beer.
Like I will pay $14 for a 24-ounce beer.
Well, I just sent you that video I made that you never posted on your Instagram story. That is beautiful. I made this video before the game and I thought it was amazing. And I think Colton will laugh, but I love stadium beers, man. Stadium beers are fantastic. I love a good stadium beer. You get to the game, first thing, get a stadium beer or two. It's like nice and cold.
Also,
the
no
aluminum, so good. Yeah. We were hoping for Yinglings.
No Yinglings,
okay.
no tall boys.
Yeah, if it wasn't for Will sending me birthday money when I saw Everton last summer, I wouldn't have bought a beer. He goes, "Oh, get a beer at the stadium for me." So got a beer.
Had a nice Michelob.
But
We're classy, man.
I'm way too cheap. I'm definitely way too cheap for buying beers in the stadium. So I also like having my 2 or 3 in the parking lot, and then that's it. I like enjoying the game. I never like having a buzz in the stadium because I could be really like I'm already annoying. I just be like 20 times worse. Like I'm good.
That's fair.
Guilty.
Yep.
Guilty.
Very guilty. But I love a good stadium beer. I will take a stadium beer over a beer, any other kind of beer, any day of the week because it's just the energy.
A $15 Bud Light tastes way better than like a $2 one you could buy at a liquor store. Like.
Yeah, I don't know if it tastes better. It's just the energy around it. The energy surrounding that beer is beautiful. That's it.
Let me share Dom's video really quick.
Oh, here we go.
He put blood, sweat, and tears into this thing.
All right, open your boxes. Open your boxes. 1, 2, 3. You get a car. You get a car. You get a car. You get a car. You get a car.
And then they didn't have Yingling.
Yeah,
there's no Yingling.
That was that video was my impression that morning. I made that video. I was like, "This is us tonight, guys. We're getting some stadium beers," and I made that video. I thought that was so funny. Yeah.
All right.
That was so great.
Yinglings was what got us through that intensely cold Commanders-Eagles game last year.
Yeah, that's a fact.
We were freezing.
Yeah, we were cold. We were not. I look back at that game. We were not dressed.
Undercooked hot dog, a pizza that wasn't cut, so I ate it like a taco. Yeah, that's my takeaway from that.
The wind chill was like 5 degrees.
Yeah, that sucked.
One quick thing, we had the national alert system today. Were you guys prepared? Not prepared? They detonated this thing early. They just said, you know what?
Yeah, they did a couple minutes. They prematurely.
Yeah, I'm a zombie now, guys.
Yeah. I didn't know it was going to happen to me.
Yeah.
I was actually prepared. I was prepared. I was actually leaving work at that moment at 2:15. I was like, I'll be in my car and then it'll go off, whatever. I was like, I wonder if it'll go off in my speakers because my phone's going to be hooked up. And I was walking to my car at like 2:17 and I was like, all right, cool. I got a couple minutes. And then boom, just went off on my way to my car. I'm like, dude, you told us 2:20, I thought. So I don't know what that was about, but yeah, it went. It went.
I felt like a 5G tower. I just had so much power radiating through my nervous system.
It's a nice alarm clock, I could tell you.
The mind control didn't go off.
Oh, dude! I bet you that really sucks for people that were like that. Well, no, for people that were like work overnight, and then they're like, all right, this is my time to sleep until my next overnight or something like that. And then they were taking a nap or sleeping or whatever.
I was taking a nap in my desk chair. I was
When it
literally
went off?
had just taken I have a nice little 5-minute block here. I'm gonna close my eyes and
Yeah, I wonder what it's like in a restaurant, or something, like in a mall.
Well, our friend Jason that was there, he works at Verizon, and they all detonated at the same time in a store.
all the demo phones, all the demonstration phones around were just going at the same time. It was kind of funny. They were like harmonizing beeps. It was pretty great.
Let's see. Let's recap. Favorite games and moments from week 4. What's something that stood out to you?
Can I give you my least favorite one?
Sure.
The Dallas Cowboys just deciding, we blow. I mean, the Patriots just
to end your
blow,
season.
To end the season. Yeah, it was just so ugly. Like, screw it. Though, I love a good zappy moment, but other than that, man.
Yeah, for me, I'm going to take Will's Jets. Jets Chiefs was definitely good. Wasn't a great moment for Mahomes. He looked absolutely horrendous, like him and Zach Swiss bodies. But yes, I'll give a shout out to the Jets. If somehow the Jets can play like that going forward, if that's what you get from
If Zach Wilson could play like that.
if Zach Wilson plays like that. Well, the problem is the Jets also can't foot them 17 points to start the game in the first quarter. So if the defense doesn't foot them 17 to start the game, might have a different result. And if the officials don't suck balls. But again, no here, no there. Jets Chiefs, favorite game.
Favorite moment had to have been just because the situation around it. When the throw to AJ Brown so it should have won the game. I was out with my girl and her family and trying to keep a lid on my crazy so they didn't see how actually nuts I am. Yeah.
That's amazing. I wish I was there for that.
Oh, it was okay. No.
Nice
Yeah, I don't
one.
know what my favorite was, to be honest. I mean, all the night games this week were solid. No, they weren't. The only reason the Monday night game was solid is because we were there. I guess that's fair.
It was beneficial for us.
I
I got to pick.
Detroit and Green Bay. Detroit and Green Bay. Me and Jake had a good time watching, but
I got to put the Toy Story Mania game.
Well,
That looked like
I'm gonna leave this now.
Yeah,
it looked a lot better. Like, man, it looked like a better simulation than what Madden could put out every year. So
you know where I entered that game? I found I saw a live stream of that game. All right, I was like, all right, you know what? I'll click on it. Let's just check it out for a sec. Right? It was halftime. I watched Duke Kaboom go over the buses. Lit. Absolutely lit. He struck
I
like
can't believe he cleared it. I thought he was gonna miss.
Oh,
He made him miss.
Unreal.
There was Booger. Booger was like, oh no, because they had the UFOs or whatever over the field, and it's like, do you think Aaron Rodgers likes this stuff? And then Booger on the kids broadcast goes, he's probably taking ayahuasca right now. Why are you gonna say that with kids watching? That's like not the demographic you're trying to put that.
Can we also talk about how big Booger's head was compared to other dudes? Dude, gigantic. Like, for no reason, this head is way too big.
I didn't even know Booger still had a job.
You know what? Maybe
How?
Let me see if I can try to find a picture real quick.
Well, we all know what Booger McFarland looks like.
Oh yeah, but
We all know.
this was insane. I bet you if I search Booger McFarland and then just go to images.
It's just his face. Just a big ass head.
Look at Jake. Jake, look how obnoxiously big this thing is. Come on, bro. It's humongous for no reason.
Oh.
Okay, well, let's shift into a different gear here. Our favorite buy, sell, and hold on players and teams following week 4. I don't know who would like to go first. I don't know if Colton just decided, you know what, I'm done. I'm going to take a walk. I'm just going to leave my phone there.
There it is.
I want to make sure this stupid conversation was over with. That
Oh, no.
I knew Will
for at
could
least
bring
2
up.
minutes.
You didn't want to see Booger McFarland just like.
I'm avoiding what you're saying. I'm going to buy. I already mentioned it earlier. I'm going to buy CJ Stroud, and I'm also going to do an honorable mention. Baker Mayfield as another buy.
All right. Can we start like putting them up on the screen? Our last week's buy, sell, holds. Like,
I only have mine, so
Yeah, I don't. I kind of.
y'all keep track of your own. I'm-
like, as a graphic, like make it a thing.
Oh, maybe we could make it a thing.
And then you look like an idiot if you're selling that team next week. Because
That's what I'm saying.
I want you embarrassed if that's.
That's what I'm saying, Brooksy.
Yeah. That's why I write them down so I make sure, like, all right, if I held them last week and I was like, all right, ready to sell them, and they did awful this week, I got to get them out of here.
Called out. I want embarrassment.
I'll bite the bullet here. I'll buy the Titans, man. I mean, like, listen, I know they're an up and down team, but Derrick Henry had his like first, Derrick Henry game that we know of
It did.
for this season. Ryan Tannehill looked good. D-Hop looked good. I don't know. I mean, hey, I know it's not that hard to defeat a one-legged Joe Burrow with a calf injury, but hey, they played really good on all ends, and they held out AFC runner-ups. So I'll buy in on the Titans.
I think I'm going to buy in on the Bills. I think I kind of wrote them off start of the season. I thought this would be their downfall year because like the Jets were going to emerge a little bit. Miami's going to come back strong and take some wins from them. That didn't happen. Not even a little bit. So I still think Miami wins the division, but they're closer than I thought.
All right, you know what? Because and here you go. I've been keeping a record of it. I held Jacksonville and held Tampa Bay last week. I'm gonna buy into both this week. Jacksonville and London was good.
But will he buy into the Jaguars in the picks this week?
Yeah,
He
you're
didn't
a little
buy
bit
it.
ahead, huh?
Did I pick? No, wait.
Green
no.
Bay last week.
Yeah.
You bought in the Green Bay, and you said nope, Detroit's going to blow him out.
Well, we all put Jacksonville last week. Either way, I like Tampa. I just talked about Tampa Bay earlier. I mean, they're doing the thing a little bit better than we all expected. I'm gonna actually buy into Tampa Bay instead of holding them. I'm gonna do the same with the Jags. I just needed to see a little bit more from the Jags, and I think we got that a little bit more. I think they improve over the rest of the season and just continue to be good. Tough division too. All 2-2 in that division.
Let's go to sell here. I just had my sell in my head. Oh, no, I still do. I'm going to sell off on the Falcons. I want, Taylor Heineke at quarterback, Desmond Ridder. Watchy probably plays great at home this week because that's where they're playing, but I'm going to sell off on the Falcons until they make a quarterback change. I don't know if Arthur Smith's going to do that, but yeah.
I think I'm going to
Falcons for that.
That's brutal.
I'm going to sell the Patriots. Sorry, Dom.
I mean, that's okay. That's okay. I get it.
I was going there as well. So now on the fly.
Yeah. Mac Jones getting benched though. Like he has not shown a single thing that the thing that he was the best at Alabama. He is terrible at in the NFL. Their defense was supposed to have to carry them. Judon's gone. Gonzalez gone. It's I don't know how much more they got left there.
Yeah, I feel that.
Unless JC comes in and just lights things up.
I'm going to sell on the team that we just saw Monday Night, boys. I'm selling off on the New York Football Giants.
You don't want to sell off on Evan Neal because he called all the fans cheap for booing him.
I think I did that week one.
I did that week one. I sold off the Giants week one. I have it right
here.
My team's buns.
Yeah. I got the easy ones out of the way.
I also sell out on Daniel Jones because like $40 million. Like kind of like short that stock, please. Because
if you show someone his stats, someone might think it's Justin Jefferson because they're all like 100-yard passing games.
I saw that.
Here's like up 2 touchdowns there, and it's like, yeah. What about hold? What are you guys holding on?
Well, I didn't sell anyone, Will, so thanks.
Oh, okay. Well, what are you selling on?
Sell the Cleveland Browns. I think it's just been kind of disappointing for the Browns.
That's okay. That's on the record. That's a TikTok. I'm telling you right now, you could.
Oh yeah, it is. No, that's okay. That's okay.
You could save that one because that's going to be one that like 6 weeks down the line he's going to buy. So you please
really
make sure you keep that one written down.
Ooh.
You're selling on a team. You're selling on a team that didn't start Deshaun Watson this week.
Don't worry, I keep receipts.
Please keep a receipt.
Well, okay.
Receipt.
You want to talk about receipts? In the preview, I was pretty high on the Browns in the preview. So this is me turning around and saying that from where I was with the preview, saying in the preview that they would get double-digit wins, I'm selling that off because I don't think that's happening. And I don't think they're going to do as well as I at least said they might do in our preview. So that's why I'm selling them off.
VAR. Complete phony.
TiVo.
And the hold. What are we holding on here?
I'm holding on to the Jacksonville Jaguars. I do not buy them whatsoever. Atlanta kind of sucks, and they're in their actual home stadium in London. I'm holding on to Jags. The fact that Calvin Ridley only had 1 catch again this week. Yeah, I don't know what the hell.
It was a touchdown.
I know. I don't know. I still cannot understand what the hell's going on in Jacksonville. I'm holding on the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Well, since he took mine, I'm going to pivot to another team in that division, the Indianapolis Colts. Anthony Richardson looks a lot better than I was expecting.
Yeah,
not necessarily polished. But that was never the strength that he supposedly was. with Taylor coming back and what I know Shane Steichen can do with an athletic quarterback and a dynamic runner, that team could start clicking here. So for now, though, it's definitely a solid hold. We'll see.
Who the hell do I want to hold?
I got my hold. I'm going to hold on the Green Bay Packers. I know first game back with Christian Watson and Aaron Jones from their respected hamstring injuries. They didn't play the best on Thursday Night Football, but they got a nice 11-day break. They don't have to play again until Monday Night Football. So I'm going to hold off on them, and we'll see what they can do in Las Vegas for Week 5.
Oh, man, I don't know who I want to hold. I'm kind of stuck on this one, guys. I'm not going to lie. Because, I mean, like, I agree with both of what was just said. I agree the Green Bay Packers hold 100%. And Jake just saying Indianapolis. I mean, I think that's pretty spot on as well. I'm looking at the schedule last week, and I don't know who out of that schedule I would want to hold. So I'm just going to second that. I don't know.
Got
I
no
got
one?
no one else that I would want to hold. No, I really don't. I'm looking at it all, and I'm like, I don't know, man. There's nothing that I'm confident in saying that, oh, yeah, I'll hold. So,
Honestly, the AFC South in general.
yeah, kind of. All 2-2. Yeah.
Crapshoot. All righty. That time of week. The Week 5 preview. We are here. We are going all in. Last week, we see a new leader in the clubhouse here with Colton having a very, very, very impressive 12-4 week, along with Dom. 11-5 for Jake and 10-6 for me. The first time we're all over 10 wins on the year.
Double digits, all of us. Our best week that we've had. Me and Colton got to 12-4 in 2 very different ways, I believe. So that's pretty cool. But yeah,
Yeah.
Still a close game.
One of my roughest seasons to date.
Yeah, I didn't like how we all started the season as much, but this was a good week. So
Let's start off with the greatest Thursday Night Football matchup we can ever get. The Chicago Bears, the Washington Commanders.
It's where the game like this belongs. Thursday.
yeah, I guess so.
Behind a paywall.
I'm going to commit. You said at Washington, right?
At Washington. They're sold out again. They announced for their 3rd consecutive home game.
Yeah.
Good for them.
I'm definitely taking the command.
Yeah.
I'm assuming it's a clean sweep.
Yeah,
We have a sweep across the board.
Hopefully, just that we suck. And I'm just going to go with the Skins because that's what they are.
Oh.
Yeah, Eberflus apparently might get fired if they don't win.
Yeah, you saw that? They really said it. They were like, hey,
where's my Jordan Shrug moment? Just like
because the long break between games gives them a chance to figure out their leadership. So I guess that is the most logical way to fire him. So good for you, I guess.
We're gonna head over across the pond, the Jacksonville Jaguars at the Buffalo Bills in London, in the more high-tech stadium, not Wembley Stadium, the other one.
Gotcha.
the logical play would say Jacksonville probably stays there, and they're always good in London. But give me them Bills.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm taking. Well, team I just held on to the Jag. I really don't know what the hell's going on there. Josh Allen's lighting it up the past few weeks. Give me them Bills.
Congratulations, Dom.
Yeah, you guys. Hey, I backed it up this time. I said I bought the Jags, and I am buying the Jags, and I am picking them this week.
Did these 2 goons really take the damn Jags?
No, just
just this guy.
Just Dom.
Okay.
Just me. I just took
just one goon.
Again, they did stay there, like Jake said. I like that. I like that part of it. And Tre'Davious White got injured again, so there's that.
And Poyer, right?
And Poyer, I think he's been injured, right? Well,
Poyer was injured. Now Tre'Davious White's out.
Yeah, it's just but I mean, they always still put up a good defense despite all the injuries they've had. But yeah, I'm gonna go Jags.
Now to the 1 o'clock window. The New Orleans Saints at the New England Patriots.
Yeah, you can give me a dumpster fire game. Saints win.
So
I'm flipping my pick because I held this game out because I didn't know which garbage team's gonna
I
win.
did hold it out. I will say.
So
I did
but here's
hold
the real
it out.
question: who's playing quarterback? Is Derek Carr playing? Because I got screwed with that with the Cleveland pick. I didn't want to pick Cleveland, but
Well,
Deshaun.
I mean, Watson was supposed to play, and then he was like,
Yeah.
"Owie,
Yeah.
my shoulder."
So is it
I think
Carr?
Carr's playing. Carr played last week, right? No, wait.
No.
Yeah, Clark played last week.
Oh, he played.
He-
Yeah, he played. Yeah,
Yeah,
and they lost, right?
they
Yeah,
lost.
they
that.
lost.
By the way, did I take Cleveland last week too?
A lot of us did.
All of us except for
that sucks. I would've
all of
taken
us except for me. Look at that.
Well, you got lucky. That's one of those. Like Deshaun was supposed to play, then all of a sudden
I picked that. Oh, okay, fair.
I would have.
I've been riding high on Baltimore. I didn't pick them because like
Yeah, New Orleans lost to Tampa Bay last week. I picked New England. Jake, I think, was getting to the fact that he also picked New England.
yeah, I got New England. I don't.
Wow. Yes.
I switched my pick because I held it out, so I'm gonna go with New Orleans this week. Yeah.
Wow, nice. You know what's actually funny about that?
No, don't do it. Don't
Do it. It's in the camera and everything. Do it. Don't leave me
Give me
hanging.
the head.
Please leave
I don't know. I don't know what you want from me.
We both took New England. I want a high five. Give me a high five.
I am reluctantly taking
Oh,
you because I don't know if Derek
come
Carr
on.
is going to be playing or not.
I wanted to one up them.
Let's get the okay. We're going off the rails here. Let's see. The Tennessee Titans at the Indianapolis Colts.
Let's
Well,
go. Who bought the Titans?
I'm taking the Colts.
I'm taking the Colts.
Who bought the Titans? Put your money where your mouth is. Who took them? Who bought them?
Will? Wasn't that Will?
I think Will bought the Titans.
It was
Yeah.
it was Willie.
Oh,
Oh, we got another fraud.
wow.
Oh.
Bodie. Yeah, you can give me. I'm gonna jump on the wagon with all of you just to cover my ass on the Colts, but I do think the Titans could win this game.
I have the Titans.
Also, yeah.
I'm just gonna. Jeez, I have the Titans. Yep, that's the
Either
thing.
Dom's gonna look like a genius or just fall and flutter.
If I'm gonna take a lead, I guess it'll be this week, or I'm gonna take a commanding
Or you're gonna be
loss.
done.
Yeah, it's gonna be one or the
You're
other.
going to the pit of misery, dilly dilly.
Yeah, that's fair.
We'll bring that back.
Baltimore Ravens at the Pittsburgh Steelers.
I'm not going to buy into the pick. I do think somehow the Steelers win. I'm going to take the Ravens, and I would gladly lose this pick. So
This would be the classic Pittsburgh playing to your opponent. Like
And
you
they win.
just bummed out,
They're
and then
end up winning this week. They'll end up winning
they
this
come
week.
back
All
and
the-
they
all
look
the
amazing,
nonsense-
and then
They win this week. They go back to the top of the AFC North. It's the nonsense that happens with this team. They're going to win, but I'm not. I would gladly lose this on my picks. Give me the Ravens.
I'm not-
Clean sweep of Baltimore this week.
not falling in that trap. Although that'd be the classic Steelers.
Good trap game.
I think this could be another sweep here. The Carolina Panthers at the Detroit Lions.
Yeah, sweep it.
We are sweeping across the board for Detroit. The Houston Texans at the Atlanta Falcons.
Yeah, you can give me Houston.
3 consecutive sweeps in a row.
Last
Oh,
week we
Houston.
had like 5 or 6.
Does it well, let's just make it 4 really quick. The New York Giants at the Miami Dolphins. Don't really need to say much about that.
Can I put one in there?
Yeah,
Put a-
sure.
Take in there.
Yeah, take it. Yeah.
One of two of his best performances. I don't know what his touchdown. I think he had 6 in one game.
Yeah, that was against the Ravens last year.
Yeah, I say something 5 or 6.
Cincinnati at Arizona.
You can give me the Bengals. I do think Arizona gives them a good fight, though, boy. I got Josh Dobbs starting fantasy this week.
So do I against Will, baby.
I think they give them a fight, though.
Hey, this could be a get right game. Again, we're counting on the get right game from Burrow.
They
This could
cannot
be-
lose. They cannot lose.
Burrow's got to throw at least a touchdown or 2, man.
It's
I
got
mean-
for at least 5. Come on.
Less than 200 yards, like every game so far, and then he's thrown 2 touchdowns in one of the games and 0 in the other 3 is just so ugly, bro. Come on, not okay.
Must win for the Bengals. They cannot lose.
That is a must win, 100% a must win.
Since we swept on the Bengals there, Philadelphia at the Rams.
This is a tough game. I
Not
think this is a tough
confident.
game. Yeah, I think
Not
this is
confident.
tough. I think this is a very tough game, and I don't even.
I want to
Really,
hear picks.
I picked the Eagles.
we all picked
I
the
picked the
Eagles.
Eagles.
Oh, spicy.
I'm not confident. I don't like it.
If Cooper comes definitely back, boy, I'm gonna be. Oh God, you know what? They did get
He
their
practiced
ass,
today.
They did get their ass kicked on their line, and the Eagles front is nasty. Oh God, I'm gonna be an idiot. I'm taking the Rams.
It's tough. That's a tough game. I mean,
I don't think it is. I remember watching the last full LA Rams game I watched. God, their O-line's really bad, and what is really good for the Eagles, their front. They've
been bad this year. They're not doing shit.
Fletcher Cox underwent a epidural injection to alleviate discomfort in his lower back. He has
I'm
not
going to
missed
take the
any time
Rams,
this season,
idiot.
so.
I'm going to be the idiot and take the Rams.
or the smart person.
Genius with a J.
There's my spicy pick of the week.
I've never genius.
When Trump was running in 2016, that was like the one joke I heard, and I laughed at it. But you know,
Genius with
keep
a
up.
J.
Yeah, begins
Wow.
with a J. Yeah, so
Love that.
no, it was like, oh, my name's Donald J. Trump. The J stands for genius, but this isn't a political episode. The New York Jets at the Denver Broncos.
What was that? What was the game again?
The Nathaniel Hackett revenge game.
Oh, give me the Jets.
We have a clean sweep on the Jets.
No, we do not.
No, we do not at all.
Jake Lone Wolf. I forgot. He lone wolfed Broncos country. Let's try.
I don't think that's bad. I don't think that's bad.
Zach Wilson. Let's cry.
He hasn't been awful.
I don't know. When Donna Kelsey's in the crowd, he pretty much lights it up on national television.
Well, Donna Kelsey's not in the crowd.
I hope not.
Unless she just like adopted Zach.
Let's see. Kansas City at the Vikings.
You can give me the Chiefs.
Yeah,
Yeah, come on now.
Come on now.
Yeah, Patrick Mahomes gonna do something damage on this game.
He's gonna bounce back after last week's shit show versus Jets. They're gonna light up the Vikings.
Dallas at San Francisco.
Yeah, you can give me the Niners.
Niners all the way.
Niners all the way. And Monday Night Football, the
Good
Green
game
Bay
though.
Packers at the Las Vegas Raiders.
You give me the Packers. Get right game, right.
Pack
Might be
up.
the final straw for Josh McDaniels.
Get him out. Bye.
I mean, they would never do it just because of the money and the look, but
Tom Brady could coach the team. Who knows?
there you go.
Can't. The ownership stake. He's like barred from the team.
Oh, is that a thing? I
Yeah.
guess that's true, huh?
And that, ladies and gentlemen, rounds out our show. You can follow us on all the glorious platforms underneath on the bar below, for the Fan Network on YouTube, for the Fan Network on TikTok, Twitter, or X, for the Fan _ and Instagram for the Fan Football. And as TJ said, go Niners. And yes, go Niners. Zeke's not playing center for the last snap of the game, so I expect something. We're good to go on there for
That's too
Someone.
funny. That was too funny. Colton, did you sweep the lower third thing out of the way before? That was pretty good. If that's what you did, I love that. Oh, we gotta laugh. We gotta laugh. There we go. Ha ha ha.
Worst play call I've ever seen
That's fantastic.
since the Colts, whatever you want to call that.
That's fantastic. Was that his last play in Dallas?
Yep.
yeah.
Wow, what a way to go out, man. That's brutal. That's fantastic.
As always, I am Will. That's Cole, and that's Jake, and that's Dom. Tune in next every Wednesday live. You can see our terrible takes and whatever other stuff we want to push on everyone. So yes, thank you for tuning in, and tune in next week.